Well, here on the bridge this morning, literally thousands of people from all parts of New South Wales, all parts of Australia, indeed from overseas, who've come to breakfast on the bridge. And it's just terrific. Be here with Frank Lowy today, chairman of the FFA, as we show the world how much Australia wants the FIFA World Cup in 2022. I want to thank the FFA and the Socceroos and the Matildas who came out today. It's been a great celebration here on the Harbour Bridge. Of course, Breakfast on the Bridge last year was a tremendous success, beaming images of our beautiful Harbour Bridge right across the globe. The same thing will happen again today. And this year we've had an 11% increase in people who wanted to come to Breakfast on the Bridge, over 220,000 people who registered their interest to be part of this event. And it's just fantastic to see the crowd here today. Even with a bit of inclement weather, everyone's still happy, everyone's enjoying themselves. Frank, it's just fantastic. Thank you, the FFA, for your support.
No, it's a pleasure to be with you. It's a pleasure to promote Australia, Sydney. And of course, look at the people. They don't go away, rain or shine.
That's right.
Whatever it is, they want to enjoy it. They want to be with us. They want to win the bid. They want to have the World Cup in Australia.
Very much so. So happy to take any questions.
There was a special moment with the wedding.
Well, last year's Breakfast on the Bridge, last year's Breakfast on the Bridge hosted an engagement. This year's gone one better with a wedding. Of course, today is going to see a record number of people married in New South Wales, with the date being the 10th of the 10th of the 10th. But one of those weddings took place right here just moments ago on the Harbour Bridge. In fact, such a surprise that the bride herself was only proposed in total earlier this morning, but she and the groom and the wedding party absolutely delighted to share their special day here with the thousands of people who've come for Breakfast on the Bridge.
What else can we see from the government in terms of really trying to nab the World Cup?
Well, of course, the New South Wales government's been working with the Commonwealth, other state governments and the FFA, supporting the bid that's gone forward. And Mr. Lowy knows the work that's gone into that. He's been integral to that. And of course, the New South Wales government hosted earlier this year the FIFA FanFest site. We were particularly proud of that, the first time it's been done in the Asia Pacific, and we were particularly proud of that event. It went very well and again showed the enthusiasm that Australia has for the world's game.
How much more money are you willing to spend on those efforts?
Well, in terms of the World Cup itself, the final costings, of course, will be done if we win the bid and as we understand the requirements. But of course, all governments in Australia have made a commitment to meet the costs of the stadia and the infrastructure that be required to host the World Cup here in Australia.
Can you confirm that Dan Beamer is resigning?
As I have said before, and I'll say again, that as we approach the election, we will see members from both sides of Parliament make decisions about whether to stand at the next election. Indeed, as I've said before, and I'll say again, we've seen members who sit on both sides of Parliament make a decision not to stand at the next election. We've seen that with several Liberal members as well as with Labor and Green members. I anticipate that will occur. It happens before every election. As to individual members, it will be up to them to make their announcements when they've made those decisions.
We've spent a lot of speculation about the tourism minister. Is she staying on, Ms. Mackay, or?
I've got no indication to the contrary.
Is she here today? Or?
The tourism minister is not here today. The minister for major events, Kevin Green, is here today.
We've spent a lot of time on Power Stories in Western Sydney. Every single case study we've spoken to says they support you in your performance, but said you're surrounded by fools. What do you have to say to that?
Look, what I would say is what I've always said. I've asked the people in New South Wales to judge us on our performance, and it's performance in things like major events. We've seen 28 new major events added to the events calendar under Events New South Wales, and with the minister's leadership, the Minister for Major Events, Kevin Green. Of course, when it comes to things like hospitals, we've recently seen New South Wales judged to be the best performing hospital system in the country in terms of elective surgery. That brought home $21 million in reward payments. Our trains running 96% on time. Our literacy and numeracy results leading the nation. Indeed, we are focused every single day in government on delivering services that support families and particularly looking after those who are most in need, which is why we've been so focused on rolling out the social housing stimulus package, 6,000 new homes being built for some of the most vulnerable people in the community. And on that note, I would say I find it extraordinary that the opposition has put out a policy document in the last week or so that does not make mention of one new nurse, one new train, one new hospital bed. It does not even mention child protection or social housing. I find it extraordinary that that could be considered a policy document a party could take to an election. Any other questions? Nope. All right, well, thanks everyone. Enjoy your morning. Thank you.
Thank you.